What's up, douchebags? Welcome to Rad Reviews! Are you a PlayStation Plus subscriber? If you are, then this episode may excite you, because this week we do a special episode covering the monthly games that are available as a PlayStation Plus member. And also, because I don't want these episodes to be too long and not spoil too much of the games, I'll give you guys my early impressions of the games. Are you ready? Because I know I am. So let's do this. The Walking Dead Season 2 for PS4. If you weirdly enough have missed out on the Telltale experience, I can pretty much sum it up like this. All Telltale games are basically the same thing when it comes to the gameplay. The main gist is that they're telling you a story while still giving you choices. And also time to bond with the characters in the game. This game doesn't hold back when it comes to the depth of characters and interactive choices. I've only completed the first season of The Walking Dead, but the first episode of Season 2 is already getting me interested in the story again. This is a really good game to invest in if you like zombie games and emotionally hard choices. Especially a way to enjoy a Friday evening with some snacks, aside from Netflix and chill. Walking Dead and chill, I guess. 7 out of 10. Magica II for the PS4. Magica II returns with the same douchebaggy and wacky gameplay. Combine elements and conjure spells to devastate your enemies or your friends. It has only a minor amount of differences in the gameplay, like cooldown for spells, which can be a good thing I guess, since the game can be really chaotic. This is a perfect game to fool around with your friends or without them. Not really amazing, but it's really fun for a while with its quirky humor and chaotic gameplay. 4 out of 10. Beyond Good and Evil for the PS3. Beyond Good and Evil is a third-person action-adventure game, where you fight enemies, solve puzzles, and also stand in as a photographer at times, taking pictures of different species. Cause how else would you get the cash flow? But you apparently use the camera for other things later in the game, like gathering evidence and completing assignments. It's a pretty generic action-adventure game with honestly pretty good controls for its time. I can't speak for the old version, but this HD version made the combat feel really good and flowy, especially when fighting multiple enemies at once. With that said, I actually cringed a lot while playing this game, namely because of the poorly mixed audio. The dialogues of the characters in the cinematics were really hard to hear sometimes because of loud music and ambience, and that put me off a lot. But let's be fair, the game is pretty old and it has some really good controls for its time, and it also seems to have a good story. 5 out of 10. Mass Effect 2 for the PS3. Mass Effect 2 is a science fiction action RPG made by BioWare. You take the role as Commander Shepard, who has just been resurrected after presumably being dead for a while. It's a third-person shooter where you create your character Shepard and choose between 6 different classes. It's really tactical in the gameplay because of its team management, and the graphics are really gorgeous. Mass Effect 2 is pretty big. You can travel to different planets to complete different quests outside of the main story, or probe them for resources. I actually played through this game when it came on PC, and it was amazing. The story is really interesting, and there are a lot of characters that are really lovable, unique, and have a lot of distinct personalities. And that is really golden in an RPG. I also enjoyed the fact that you had a lot of choices when it comes to the dialogues of the game. I really loved being a douchebag in this game, because the game has some very hilarious situations, and at times, the game let me act like a total badass. Play this game. This franchise is something you really shouldn't miss out on. 9 out of 10. Dragon Fin Soup for the PS3, PS4, and Vita. Dragon Fin Soup is an RPG created by the indie developers Grimbros. It's influenced by roguelike games, and it features a Super Nintendo-like graphic. The game has 3 modes: Story Mode, Survival, and Endless Labyrinth, but Endless Labyrinth is basically the same thing as Survival Mode. The gameplay was honestly a real freaking mess, and I immediately felt reluctant to continue playing it. The gameplay is an over-the-top exploring game while still being turn-based, but the real problem is that the environment is always obscuring your paths, and the gameplay feels like a real mess. And how is this a legit map? Where the fuck am I? And where's the fucking tavern? Also, the idea of making the characters satire doesn't salvage the game. And I'm definitely not sad to say this, guys, but this game is as sad and miserable as our decadent alcoholic Red Hood protagonist. 1 out of 10, and that's stretching it. Invizimals for the PlayStation Vita. Invizimals is an augmented reality game originally created for the PSP by the Spanish developers Novarama. You use the camera to find, catch, and raise creatures in the real world. You then use them to battle the AI or your friend's creatures. So it's basically Pokemon on the PSP. I didn't research this game at all when I first played it, so when I booted it up, I got greeted by this random Asian dude who started talking about me? What is this, a social experiment? What I unfortunately realized was that you actually needed a card to summon the creatures. Well, too bad the physical weird-ass Pokeball wasn't downloadable from the PlayStation Store. So I didn't have the possibility to play the game, and you know what? Fuck it. Thank you, Sony, for giving me a free, monthly, playable game. You just decided to troll everybody, right? What the fuck out of 10? And that concludes my coverage of the monthly PlayStation Plus games. We got a bit of goodies and some trolling at the end. I am going to do these special episodes every month, since I'm always eager to see what Sony has to offer us. And with that said, smell you later, douchebags! Yeah! Arrivederci! And that was the end of my special, douchebags. Did you enjoy the monthly games? I sure as hell enjoyed at least half of them. Don't forget to watch Endigo's show, Just Business, and Kitcha's show, Hidden Games. Bye!